In this video, I am going to speak about various aspects of honey, starting from the history to the manufacturing process and the nutritional aspects. In the next video, I will explain the health benefits and health risks associated with honey consumption. Hello world, I welcome you to researchyourfood.com. The mission of this platform is bringing food science to the consumers. I am Prashant. I am a food engineer and the founder of Research Your Food project. Honey is being used in many parts of the world for thousands of years for its medicinal effects. The therapeutic uses of honey were mentioned in Greek, Chinese, Indian, Egyptian, and the Islamic texts. Human use of honey dates to at least 8,000 years, as suggested by the cave paintings in Spain. Did you ever wonder why bees work so hard to make honey? It's for food security. Bees produce honey so that they can use it in the future when there are not many flowers or when the weather is adverse. In the northern and temperate countries, very few plants produce flowers between October and March. When the weather outside is very cold, when it's raining, or when there is drought, bees feed on their stored honey. Now let us look at how bees produce and process honey in the wild. Commercial production of honey is also similar to this process with minor changes here and there. Foraging honeybees visit flowers and collect nectar. Then they fly back to their nest or inside a man-made hive in the case of commercial production. Regurgitating is bringing swallowed food up again into the mouth. The bees regurgitate the nectar and pass it through their mouth to other house bees. The house bees also do the same thing. During this process, bees add enzymes and the moisture content of the fluid is reduced. The enzymes break down and convert the sugars in the fluid to other types of simpler sugars. The liquid is then placed into the honeycombs. Bees fan with their wings and ventilate to evaporate the moisture. The temperature around the nest, which is generally around 35 degrees Celsius, also helps in this process. Removal of moisture increases the life of honey. Once the bees feel that the honey is ripe, they seal the cells of the honeycomb with wax capping. Generally, the final moisture content of the honey at this stage is less than 20%. At this level, the honey will not spoil by fermentation and is stable for a very long time. Now, let us look at the nutritional information of honey and compare it with the table sugar. The chemical composition of honey varies greatly depending on the variety and the source. The major constituents of honey are glucose and fructose. Fructose percentage varies from 21.7 to 53.9% and glucose percentage from 20.4 to 44.4%. The mean percentage of fructose is 39.3% and that of glucose is 32.9%. Sucrose and other sugars are also present in honey. Their percentage also varies depending on the variety of honey. The mean percentage of sucrose is 2.3% and that of other sugars is 8.5%. Another major component of honey is water, and the mean is around 17%. Protein, fiber, and fat are almost negligible. Honey is moderately high in its calorific content, as you can see in the table. 2 tablespoons, that is US 30 grams, of it contains 90 kilocalories. It must be consumed in moderation to avoid weight gain. Table sugar contains 99.8% sugar, which is sucrose. So, honey is definitely better compared to table sugar nutritionally. Sugar can be replaced with honey in several drinks and food products. Sugar generally provides only sweetness, whereas honey provides its characteristic aroma, color, and flavor. Honey also provides its antioxidant effect, minerals and other nutrients. But we must remember that ultimately both are close to 100% sugary foods. Honey contains several chemical compounds in small quantities. They are minerals, organic acids, enzymes, volatile organic compounds that are responsible for aroma, antioxidants, and others. Minerals include calcium, magnesium, iron, manganese, potassium, sodium, phosphate, silicates, etc. Dark honeys are generally more rich in their mineral content. Honey quality generally does not depend on the place of collection of honey. Whether in the wild or at the commercial production sites, the bees store high quality honey. At the end of the production process of honey, bees fan and ventilate the honey to reduce the moisture content. If for some reason the honey is collected before this step, the honey may get fermented and get spoiled. This can happen especially in the wild when people forcefully scare off honeybees and collect honey before it is ripe. The possibility of spoilage of honey by fermentation increases in the following circumstances. When the moisture content of honey is greater than 20%, honey is stored at very high temperatures, and honey has high yeast count, generally more than 10 per gram. Even in the cases where the honey is ripe and of great quality, subsequent handling by people may reduce its quality. In places where the food safety norms and enforcement are not very strict, the adulteration of honey is quite common. The important sensory properties of honey that consumers expect are color, flavor, aroma, and consistency. All these characteristics vary from one type of honey to the other. Generally, dark colored honeys have stronger flavor compared to the light colored ones. Some varieties of honey are naturally darker. For example, bees foraging on avocado trees produce darker honey. The aroma of honey is one of the most important determinants of choosing the variety of honey by consumers. Volatile organic compounds contribute majorly to the aroma of the honey. Volatile organic compounds quickly vaporize into the air to provide the aroma. Some varieties of honey contain even up to 100 compounds that are responsible for their unique aroma. Depending on which flowers are chosen by the honeybees for collecting nectar, the flavor can vary. Chemical compounds in honey such as organic acids, aldehydes, ketones, esters, and alcohols contribute to the flavor of honey. These compounds start to evaporate when honey is heated beyond 35 degrees Celsius. This is one of the reasons why the flavor and sensory quality of honey is reduced by heating. Thanks for watching. At Research Your Food, I create content related to food science and nutrition. This video is a part of the Food Science and Technology series. If you have more questions, let me know in the comments section. I will try to answer those questions. To get the latest updates about our videos, consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and follow researchyourfood.com website. I hope to see you in my next video.